it's Nicole and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you an orchid that I got from Orchids by the Lake, which is Yoshi's store. I know I told you guys last time that I wouldn't be ordering more orchids, except for the bag babies, which I've got. Video on that to come soon. But in my last order, there was an orchid missing and Yoshi had it in his store. So I'm going to show you that orchid along with another one I added. And Yoshi was also kind enough to send some Hoya cuttings. So let me show you what I've got. So things were packed really well. Everything was insulated really nicely. There was no need for any heat packs. Yoshi actually reached out to see if it was necessary. I said no, since it's not freezing yet. The Hoyas were insulated as well, and everything came and arrived in really, really good shape. So I ordered the Dendrobium aggregatum, and I ordered this orchid right here, which I am showing to you, which has been on my wish list for a while. I haven't come across it, so I placed the order when I saw it in stock. So this is a Dendrobium. It's a fragrant one. It's supposed to smell like raspberries, very similar to the Dendrobium anosmum. The anosmums do really well for me, so I wanted to give this one a go. This one is the Dendrobium lodogezii. So he had a keiki that he was selling, so I picked it up. So hopefully I'm delaying the growth that it'll have. But it's a nice one. And the anosmum types and the soft cane types, they tend to do well for me indoors. I'm not sure why, but I wanted to give it a go, so we'll see. I might let this one grow pendant. I normally train them to grow upright, but heck, this is a keiki. I might be able to hang it actually from the tops of my shelves and let it get some light that way. But anyhow, as you can see, this orchid is packed super well. It's insulated on the outside. It's protected very well on the inside, and it arrived in really good shape. So this is a nice size keiki. It's not a flimsy, tiny keiki. It looks nice and healthy. It's about 6-7 inches tall, so it looks good, and it's got 2 growths on it. So it's not like one of those keikis that just came off the orchid. So this is a nice size, and these grow pretty well. This looks freshly repotted into a nice bark mix, and it's in about a 2.5 to 3 inch pot, and looks really good. So I'm going to give this a quick water, and I think I'm going to leave it in that setup until I am ready to repot in the spring. I like to keep these guys in organic, but so far looks good. Alrighty, this is the reason for my order. So I've wanted a Dendrobium aggregatum for quite a while now. And if you guys have this in your collection, this is an orchid that looks like basically a fried egg. It's very yellow, cheery bloom. So I was a little disappointed when it didn't come in my SVO order, and I'm thankful that Yoshi reached out and told me that he has it in stock in his store. So I picked it up, and it's one of those wish list orchids that I've wanted for a while. So as you can see, this one is packed really well also. Looks really good, and it looks very healthy. So let me take the packing off and show you what this looks like more closely. So initial impressions, this orchid looks really good. It looks really healthy. I counted 10 bulbs on this orchid, so it's pretty substantial. It's a blooming size Dendrobium aggregatum. We are heading into winter, so I'm thinking I'm going to have to throttle back the watering on this one. So I've read that the Dendrobium aggregatum, they don't take a dry rest period like a nobile, but we want those bulbs to get shriveled a bit, and then we water again. So I'm thinking I'll probably be watering this during its rest period every 2 weeks or so, maybe every 10 days. I want to see the bulbs shrivel a little bit, and that's supposed to help with the flowers. Now, I know that seems a little weird, but when orchids are flowering, it's because they're reproducing. And when you sort of threaten their livelihood, literally, by not watering or feeding them, they go into panic mode and they want to flower. So I think that's my theory on why this one probably blooms well. I'm speculating. This is something that I've read online with this orchid, so I will definitely let you know once I've bloomed it how it goes. But my thinking is that when these orchids that require a rest period, when they flower better when you neglect them a little bit, it's because they want to reproduce, so that's why they flower. They flower to reproduce. Anyway, guys, this orchid looks really good. I'm happy with it. Yoshi came through with 2 very nice orchids. I'm going to link his website down below so you could check him out. Highly recommend his plants. He's got some very healthy ones. So this is the label Dendrobium aggregatum. Okay, now I'm really excited, and I'm also a little bit afraid to go down this rabbit hole, but Yoshi also sent me some Hoya cuttings. So I'm so excited to see how these do for me. He sent me 4 different cuttings, so I'm going to sort these out and get them untangled to show you what I've got here. And Hoyas are known as the wax plant. So these are different from orchids in that they're sort of viney, more succulent type plants. Some of them have very thick leaves, they flower, and they're also fragrant, some of them. I've smelled them at my local botanical garden, and I thought they were really cute, and I've heard that you can really get into a deep rabbit hole here. Let me show you what each of these are. First one is the Hoya Bella. This one's a very cute little viney one. If you guys have experience with Hoyas, let me know down in the comments below. This one flowers. It's super cute, so I'm going to make sure I get it rooted. I'll probably put it in some water. The next one is the Hoya Cumminggiana. Hopefully I said that right, but it also looks like more of a waxy type Hoya vine. The leaves are a little bit more thicker than the Hoya Bella, so we'll see how this does in my care. I will also probably throw it in some water to root. This next one already has roots, and this one is called the Hoya Shepherdii. Hopefully I got that one right as well, but this one looks like little green beans. This one also flowers. It's very different. This is going to be really, really cool to grow. This one already has roots, so I'd probably throw it in semi-hydro. And then this next one is the cutest one. It's got some variegated leaves. This one is the Hoya carnosa Princess Crimson. Hopefully I got that right. Princess Crimson. So this one has some pretty thick leaves. It's got some variegation happening. This one, I looked it up, and if you give it enough light, it could also grow some pink within the variegation. So it's super, super cute. I think with this one as well, I'm probably going to remove a leaf from the bottom and throw it in some water with some Super Thrive and let it root. So that is all, guys. This is my haul from Yoshi. I'm so thankful I got the aggregatum from him, and he sent me these wonderful Hoya cuttings. I'm going to get them in water right away, get them started with rooting, and then once that's set, I'm going to throw them into a semi-hydroponic setup. Yoshi mentioned that setup works well, and my friend Ray from Ray Ray's Garden, he grows his Hoyas that way, and he says it works wonderfully. So stay tuned for experiments on the Hoyas. If you guys are not in the rabbit hole, you might fall into it with me because I will keep you updated on progress. Definitely head on over to Yoshi's store, Orchids by the Lake. I have it linked down below. Yoshi, thank you so much for these orchids. I really enjoyed this haul and those Hoyas. And I think I have a new shelf on the horizon. Let's see what I do in a couple of weeks. I have way too many plants now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys soon. Also, stay tuned for updates on these Hoyas. Bye, guys.